Hi and welcome back to Heart and Soul Homes. My name is Monica. In today's video, I want to share with you as I transform a beautiful piece of furniture that I've had to fit in our cabin and to just make it more beautiful in the space that we need it to. So let's get into it and let's show you how to do it. So this is the piece I'm going to be painting. I've already done, let me come around here. I've already done kind of some test samples. I'm not liking how contrasting this is, so I think I'm going to warm up the white and tone down the driftwood a little bit with the white. But it's a beautiful piece. It's just, and it's very functional, you know, for the space here, but it's too dark and it's too formal looking for the cabin. So this is what I'm going to be painting and repurposing. Okay, so I've been working on this piece a little bit and just living with it, kind of, I did some paint, I did some samples, just kind of living with it, seeing what I think and how I feel like it's looking. And I have pretty much come to the conclusion that I think I'm only gonna do one color. I was trying two tones and then leaving some of the gold in, kind of accenting it and stuff, and it's just too busy, and it doesn't feel like cabiny and just relaxing. And with this wood wall, I love the wood wall. I don't think I would have done it as dark, and I don't think there's anything I can do now other than painting it to change it. So I just feel like up against this wood wall that if I'm doing two tones, even if it's, you know, just a little bit, it's just not looking right. And it's just looking too busy. And so I'm going to just go ahead and do the one color. The paint, what I'm using is this Country Chic, and it is in driftwood. It's a beautiful color. You can kind of see it's a beautiful taupey color, but it's a little darker than I wanted. So what I'm doing is I'm just coming in with the linen white chalk paint and diluting it a little bit, and I ended up with what I think is a really beautiful color. Let me show you. Unfortunately, it's a darker, you know, it's darker in here than I would like, but I'm putting this light up here to kind of just show you, let me see. This is kind of a real true color of what it is. So I think this is gonna be really, really nice. As you can see, I was doctoring up the white to darken it up a little bit to kind of be that as a two-tone. I tried it over here. I just don't like it. I think it's too busy. So I'm just painting everything. This driftwood that I am kind of muting down with a little bit of linen white. So that's what I'm going for, and that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, you can kind of tell on the side here, that dark wood and it just, and then I've got the family photos up here. It just seems way too much. So that's what I'm gonna do. Done. It is still drying on the, you can kind of see the little, where it's still a little wet. So it's still drying on the front doors. It's good up here. So I'm going to go ahead and style it. I went ahead and I had these three. These are from Fracture. These dogs. And then I went ahead and from Mixed Tile ordered these. Well, let's see, we've got 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I am super, super excited with that fun little trio or little, you know, little picture area here. I think it just is so fun. So let me show you what I did. We don't have anything in there yet, and we don't have anything in here. But what I did do was down here, I went ahead and just put all of their craft stuff in here where they can all reach it. And then what we'll do in here is like color books and stuff like that. And then we'll just add as we, you know, as we need. But that's the only drawer that is filled at this time. And then over here is what I was showing you as far as all of the, you know, like the little mind game type things, and then our board games. I've got more at the house that I will probably bring up and put over here. So it's just a good way for everybody that can, you know, reach, and, you know, it's accessible to everything. We might put like up here, maybe remotes and stuff like that we don't want the kids to get into necessarily. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it open. And I opted to not paint the insides because we're going to be having it closed all the time. So I just went ahead and opted to not do that.
Say goodbye, but when I asked if something's wrong, I found I heard no sound. Oh, but your eyes.
Okay, so I'm not loving it, you know, the arrangement. I don't plan on keeping this, but I just left it out for the idea. I think I'd like to find some kind of antique looking books. I haven't found them yet, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. Something like that just sitting up here. I don't know. I have a couple more picture frames, but I don't want to put a bunch up there, especially since we have this, you know, fun wall here. But I mean, I don't know. I'm liking it. You know, I mean, the hutch itself is so much better. I'm so pleased with it. But I'll play around, you know what I mean? And kind of just see what I think. I love the touch of the greenery, the wicker. I love that frame with it. The white frames are beautiful. The candle. I don't know. I'll sit with it overnight and just kind of see how I'm feeling. But this, you know, it's not... Painting is a relaxing thing if you're in the mood for it. I think that's probably why it took me a while to do this project, because I just mentally wasn't there for it. But now that now that I am and I was, it really is not a difficult process, and using the correct kinds of tools and paint is really key to making it, you know, a successful project. So I'm going to show you real quick again what I used, and then we'll close this out. So again, to start off with, I used this crud cutter. I just sprayed it down, wiped it down really good, got all of the just crud and stuff off of it. Then this is the paints I used. I used a combination of this driftwood and the linen white, and I just mixed it, you know, to where I felt comfortable in the color. And then I brushed on this clear finishing wax, and that's still what's drying. And I used for both the paint and the wax this type of brush. So these are the products that I used in case you want to screenshot it or anything. The wax, this I got at Walmart, this I got at Walmart, and this I got online. And that is the name of the place. And I used not even half of this for all the different trial runs I did, and then painting the whole piece. So it really did go a long way. Okay, so that's gonna do it, and I'm really happy with the project. I'm sorry that the lighting is not as good. I don't have all the camera equipment that I usually use and everything, but I think you guys, you know, can get the gist of what I did and everything. And I hope that I inspired you to take a piece of furniture that you still love the piece itself, but the coloring or the design is not working for you. I hope I gave you some inspiration and some knowledge of how you can, you know, flip it and renovate it to work for your space now. Again, remember, garage sales, Goodwill, you know, sometimes people just put furniture out, you know, I mean, clean it up really good, of course, but if it's a solid piece, can't beat it, you know? So anyhow, I hope I gave you some inspiration and some motivation and some information today in today's video. So thank you for watching. I so appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch these videos, and I hope I'm doing you justice and giving you good quality information. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.